Alex, may I have a word? I have something important to tell you. What are you doing right now?
Huh? What, Rachel? I'm busy with work right now. What's so important? If you need something, I'll get back to you during break, or you can tell me when I get home. I gotta get back to work, so I'll see you later.
Oh, so your job is to make out with an 18-year-old new employee at a hotel? Well, it sure sounds like you're busy.
What?
Kathy Moore, 18 years old. The new employee you're training? Are you on a flirtatious date during business hours, pretending to be out on sales calls?
You know about it?
Were you trying to hide it from me? It was so obvious. I thought you were rather showing it off.
Seriously?
So I filed for a divorce, as I had originally promised.
What? What the hell is that? You filed for a divorce without my consent? How dare you do such a thing? I'm not going to approve.
What are you saying? Have you forgotten already?
About what?
I told you. When I forgave you for cheating on me the last time, I told you I'm not going to forgive you if there would be a second time.
What?
We signed the divorce papers then, with the promise that if you cheated on me again, I would submit the papers as soon as possible. You signed it in your own handwriting, and we agreed to the promise, right?
No,
I know what they say. Danger past, God forgotten. But I won't forgive you this time. The divorce papers are valid, and I have no intention of withdrawing them. After the divorce, I'm going to ask for alimony. Be prepared.
Damn. Because of you, Kathy dumped me. My savings are gone, and I got fired from my job. Don't you have any mercy?
I don't have the God's limitless mercy to a cheating man.
It's your fault that you're infertile in the first place. It's not my fault.
What are you talking about?
I've been married to you for 4 years. You never got pregnant. That means you have a problem. I felt sorry I couldn't give my parents a grandchild. That's why I tried to have a baby with Kathy.
You were trying to make the other woman pregnant?
That's right.
Are you out of your mind? You have absolutely no common sense. What you're doing is unethical.
I'm not out of my mind. I'm serious. It's human instinct to want kids. What's wrong with abandoning your infertile wife? Kathy is young, so she would have a safe delivery, and I thought she'd conceive my child right away. But I was dumped because of you.
You know, it's your fault that you didn't tell Kathy that you were married in the first place.
No, it's not my fault.
You know what? While you're sitting around in my house, you can find a new place to live, or a living job, or something, can't you? Just find a place to live, and get the hell out of here as soon as possible. I really don't want my divorced partner staying with me in my house. I'm trying to avoid seeing you as much as possible, and I really don't want to run into you by accident.
What? What the hell are you talking about? You're the one who should leave.
What?
I was wondering why you weren't seeming to be moving out. This is my parents' house, and I have the right to continue to live here. I'm the one who should tell you to get the hell out of here. If you're going to stay any longer, I'm going to charge you rent.
Oh, are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. Oh, I see. Your parents are overseas now. I guess it's not that easy to go back to your parents' place. I see. If you don't have a home to go back to, you could have just said so. Well, if you want to stay at my house, you better pay me 1K a month as a rent. And get down on your knees and beg me that you want to have my baby. Then you can stay in this house. Well, that's impossible. Because you can't have a baby. You are nothing but a plague to me, trampling on my desire to let my parents have grandchildren. So get the hell out of here. You're useless. I don't even want to see your face.
You're the one who has no home to go back to.
What? Why?
Last time I found out about your affair, your parents were almost ready to move to the countryside, which was the plan they had been working on for a while. They were just 2 months away from moving out.
Yeah, so?
That's when we discussed who would take ownership of the house. As an apology to me for your affair, it was decided that the house would be in my name, not yours.
What? Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Do you want to see the copy of the register? You must have a really bad memory to forget such an important thing. Or maybe you have a very convenient brain that deliberately forgets things that are inconvenient for you.
Oh, I just remembered.
Good. Well then, leave this house as soon as possible. If you stay here too long, I'll charge you rent.
This was the house where I was born. It's my parents' house.
Oh, are you crying? I can hear you crying in your room.
I just collapsed to my knees. Why is this happening?
You deserve it.
Hey, Rachel. It's me, Alex. It's been a long time.
What?
It's been 3 years already.
Oh, did I forget to block you? Goodbye.
Wait. Why didn't you call me when you had my baby?
What? I didn't have a baby. What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. I saw it. I saw you with a child about 2 years old in your arms, and the child was calling you Mama. If the child is 2 years old, it's just about right to assume you were pregnant around the time you left me. If you were pregnant, you should have told me. You were so stubborn about getting a divorce that you couldn't tell me, huh?
No, you've got the wrong person. I don't have a child around 2 years old.
You can just tell me the truth, Rachel. Okay, I'll remarry you.
Huh?
It's not easy being a single mom. For you, I'll take care of you.
I don't plan on being a single mom. I mean, I'm already remarried.
Oh, you think you're already remarried to me?
No, I'm not. Don't say something creepy.
I'll be at your place as soon as possible.
No, don't come over. There's no reason for me to remarry you at all.
Hey, here I am. I've been ringing your doorbell all night. Why aren't you answering? The lights are on in the house. I know you're in there. Let's stop being so stubborn and be a good couple like we used to be, huh? I'm sure my child misses his daddy too, right?
Huh? What, you're here already?
Yeah, I thought it's better to do this kind of thing as soon as possible.
I told you not to come. I mean, I haven't heard the doorbell.
What? I can hear the doorbell ringing. Maybe you're just too excited to see me again after 3 years, and you're getting all emotional. And maybe you're too embarrassed to come out because your excitement is showing on your face? What the heck, you're acting so much cuter after 3 years. Tonight's going to be a fun night, isn't it?
That's so gross. I have goosebumps. Stop talking about such a creepy fantasy. I really didn't hear the doorbell, and I asked my husband to check the front door, but he said there's no one there.
What? Husband?
I told you on the texts. I got remarried.
What? Hey, you gave birth to my child and then remarried another man? What the hell are you doing? If you do that, I won't be able to let my mom and dad hold my baby. Perhaps you got remarried because it was too difficult to raise a child as a single mom? If that's the case, I'll take care of you from now on. So get a divorce right away.
I told you I didn't have your baby.
Bullshit. I told you I saw you and the child.
Oh, wait a minute.
What is it?
I got a text from my sister. She says it's urgent.
Huh?
I'm back.
Hey, I've waited so long.
Hey, are you in front of that house you used to live when we got divorced?
Of course I am. You still live here, right? Why are you pretending to not be here? You should come out right now.
Your brother and his wife live there now.
What? My brother? My brother, he's alive?
Your brother left home as soon as he graduated from high school, and you haven't heard from him since, right?
Oh, yeah. He's such a rogue that he got in a fight with my parents. I never thought he would be alive.
Actually, right after you and I got divorced, he came back. He pulled himself up and became a decent human being.
What?
And he was dating my sister. What a surprise, huh?
How did that happen?
Apparently, your brother was working at the company which my sister joined. At first, they didn't know each other. Later, they found out that they were related through their siblings' marriage. That's how they became close and eventually fell in love.
What the hell?
Later on, my sister found out she was pregnant, and that was around the time I had decided to move out due to work. After talking it over, we signed a lease agreement at the same time the two got married. They've been living there ever since.
Well, that means...
The woman you saw was my sister, and the child she was with was, of course, the child of your brother and my sister. So the child is your nephew.
So are you telling me that my brother is in this house right now? The lights have been on the whole time, and it feels like there's someone inside.
No, he's just on his way home from work.
Oh, okay. I'm honestly scared of my brother and I don't want to see him, so thank God.
By the way, he already knows why you and I got divorced. And my sister just texted him to tell him that you have come over to their house by mistake. Your brother is hurrying at full speed to come home. My sister told him that she's scared of you for ringing the doorbell so many times. Your brother seems to be a mild person now, but he becomes so violent like how he was in his early days when he sees someone hurting my sister.
Really?
I think he should be there by now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it looks like you guys have met. Good, good, good.
Rachel, help me out.
Huh?
I'm in trouble.
I don't want anything to do with you. You're the trouble. Can I just block you?
No. Why would you say that?
Your brother told me what you had told him. He told me that you started stalking that Kathy after you broke up with me. And when you found out that Kathy was getting married to a new guy she started dating, you stormed into their wedding and ruined it. You were charged with various fees, such as compensation and the cost of the cancelled wedding, and ended up with a debt of 70k. That's so bad. I laughed my ass off.
Wait, my brother told you?
Of course he did. I have the right to know, since you've been causing me so much trouble.
If you know about it, then help me.
Why?
If your husband is in trouble, it makes sense to help him. It's called humanity. I'm sure you weren't such a cold person. Help me.
I told you, I was already married to another man. That means you're a stranger to me. And besides, it's my precious body now, so it's too much to ask for.
Huh?
I'm pregnant.
What?
Of course, it's my current husband's baby.
Wait a minute. I thought you were infertile.
I never said anything like that. You just made that assumption on your own. You made all kinds of assumptions, and called me a plague, a useless person, and so on.
Well, you couldn't have a baby during the 4 years you were married to me.
Well, I sure didn't get pregnant.
Then you're lying, aren't you?
You're with your brother now. Ask him about it. He knows how many weeks pregnant I am.
He says you're 22 weeks pregnant.
That's right. To begin with, I've had several fertility tests during my medical checkups. And each time the results have been fine.
What does that mean?
That's something I'm not to determine, so you'll have to figure it out yourself. If you don't know for sure yourself, why don't you go to the hospital and get it checked out once? Anyway, I heard that you're going to start working tomorrow at the construction company where your brother used to work, right?
Ugh, I don't want to hear about that.
You better stop running away from the reality. I heard that you didn't have a real job because you were so busy stalking Kathy. Good for you, you got a job.
No. It's an excessive hard job. It's a place where that brother of mine, who was a rogue, had been reformed and became a completely different person. That's just so scary. Just imagining it is terrifying.
Stop complaining.
Well,
I better go. Stress is not good for a pregnant woman. I'm going to block your texts. You can go work hard and become a decent human being.
Wait.
Goodbye.
Don't give up on me.
I never knew about the company Alex started working for, but apparently the company is well known as a place to reform people by forcing hard work. My brother-in-law told me that the company will do all kinds of things to reform his brother so we don't have to worry about anything. Now, I live quite far from where Alex lives, but still, I feel way safer to know that someone is looking after him. Alex was picked up by a shady black van and taken to the company dormitory. I heard that he was screaming until they arrived to the dormitory, but as soon as he was in front of the president, he became quiet. Now, he is surrounded by muscular, well-trained senior employees, doing a pretty grueling work. It seems like he's been able to pay off his debt on schedule so far. I can only hope that one day he will become a decent human being.